All right, traders, so watch this video for Thursday, May 16th. We've got another gap down in the SPY and another engulfing candle to the upside. Again, I keep saying this. There's headline risk for both sides. So there's no slam dunk here. As a trader, I would just say enjoy the volatility, right? I'm going to go right into the watch list. But before I do, a couple of highlights from today. I gave a thesis, if you weren't in chat today, I gave a thesis on PDSB before the open. You know, when I log in the morning and I go over the morning gappers and I say, here's what I'm looking for. And man, this paid well. I got long, basically did exactly what I thought it might do. I did a limit of 699, which is right about there. And I got filled at 693 because I saw the volume coming in, and then just scaled out into this. Now, my best sell was 802, but still, from a 693 entry to 802, that's a pretty good start to the day. And I had a really nice day just thanks to this. And I want to give props to Nicholas, because if you miss this big move, look at this post from Nicholas, 20 minutes in, looking for a whole number flush. His idea was around 795, looking for it to flush 8. The 2-minute buy zone. And man, look at that. I think it went down to 789 or something like that. He got filled at 95, and it ends up going up, taking out the high of the day. But what I love about this is how many times have I said in chat, when you have a huge move and you miss it, obviously we don't chase, but in the past, I used to say, well, screw it, I missed it, right? And now that we've put together our buy zone strategy, and if you're not a member of our chat room, there's a free webinar on how I play these pullbacks. And it's also obviously in our course, but what a great post by Nicholas. And he literally almost nailed the bottom of this pullback. Love that. And I love the fact that he put out the idea before it triggered, right? Before it was still above 8 when he put out the idea. So the teamwork in there is fantastic. Can't say enough about it. What am I watching? This is probably my least favorite, this MAXR. And the reason is, I'll zoom in a little bit. Huge move here for like 3 days and then a small move today before reversing. But I'd like to see a bigger retracement of this move. So if we get another red day tomorrow, I'm going to love this. I feel like it's too soon to put it on the watch list, but such a nice move. And I'll give you some numbers. The low of this candle, 573. And then the high of today's candle, 905. So that is a huge move, even though it doesn't really look like it. So now we've got one red day. I'd like to see at least another red day before I look for a turn back up. But I am going to start watching it tomorrow. ATIS, this is kind of obscure, but it traded over 12 million shares. I don't know, 6 sessions ago? Pulled back, held the 20, and then is curling back up. Only 278,000 today, but I think that's worth watching for a red to green or something like that. I don't love it because the volume's pretty dead. OCX had a huge move back here. It went into 3 months of nothingness, and now today kind of a little mini breakout in this range, so maybe a follow-through day tomorrow. VERI, nice breakout today. Pan out a little bit so you can see it. You kind of had a resistance right in this area. Try to picture a line right here. And it ripped through it today, ripped through the 200-day. So maybe a follow-through day tomorrow. It's usually not a good idea to look for a long play after a big breakout because it needs to consolidate, but sometimes we get a super clean setup the very next day. So anyway, PDSB, talked about this one already. My early trade, and then Nicholas's pullback trade. I still like this for tomorrow because big volume, and it closed fairly strong, right? So we're going to see if we get maybe a red to green in that one tomorrow. Gene had this big pop back here, a couple of pullback days. I should have had this on bounce watch, and I didn't. But a fairly strong day today, so we're going to keep our eyes on that one. Remember, when you watch my videos, I'm a day trader, so I'm just looking for something to place a trade in tomorrow. I'm in cash every night, right? Excuse me, MARA, Bitcoin, pretty darn strong lately, and actually hit new recent highs today. You know what, as I'm babbling, I'm going to look at it. Yeah, it's actually hitting new highs right now. When I say new highs, I mean new recent highs. It's 8309 right now is where it's trading. So it's kind of, I don't know if I can slide this up here. There's my Bitcoin chart. These are hourly candles. So you can see it's been consolidated for a couple days. and now it's starting to break to the upside. Now that picture can change by tomorrow morning, but this Mara is my favorite Bitcoin play when it comes to stocks. So I want to keep an eye on that one. OPTT, this one's kind of obscure, but I'll zoom in. Wife just texted me the Blues scored. Now they're down 2-1. I got to get in there and watch that game. Anyway, big gap up here 3 sessions ago. 284 was the high, and it's curling back up. I love it over that 284 area. It's kind of obscure, though, but because of that volume a few days ago, and I think they have some sort of conference call tomorrow, I want to watch it. TIGR, because of the Blues, I'm going to rip through the rest of this. TIGR, I've been watching for a bounce. 849 is what it hit a few days ago. Hit 850 today. Love it over the half tomorrow. Love it over 850 tomorrow. TAIT was watching for a bounce today. No trades in it. Bounced right off of recent lows and the 20-day. I'm going to watch for a continuation of that bounce tomorrow. CLRB, strong move today. Let me pan out a little bit here. On big volume, maybe a red to green tomorrow. FLXN, big 2-day move here, and then a sideways flag. I think this one looks good for higher prices through this. Shark scored, so now it's 3-1. Now I'm not that anxious to get out there. All right, anyway, FLXN kind of flagging here. I want to keep our eyes on that. How the hell did they score that quickly? GLBS. This is obscure again, but you have stocks like an NAT, which is a shipper, right? Which did a big breakout today. So maybe that gets all the shippers going. And then GLBS got a little bit of volume today. It's kind of in this tight range. But over this tight range here, like a week and a half range, this one could squeeze. GLBS, as you can see back here and here, can make huge moves. So let's keep our eyes on the shippers tomorrow. And then NVAX had this big pop yesterday. Recent reverse split. You can see it right there, 1 for 20. Yesterday went from 579 to 790. And then today, just a quiet inside day. So I think it's worth watching for one of those third day plays. I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And we'll see everybody in chat tomorrow.